That was a bit sketchy. The finish is a lie. How did I miss? Okay, fun. Less fun. Uh-oh. Hi guys. Welcome back to Riders Republic. On the previous video, the first Riders Republic episode, someone commented and suggested that I might, or that something I could do is the events without doing the events, like just doing the event trails and courses in free roam. And that actually sounds like not a bad idea. The only thing I kind of wanted to do, not necessarily in this video, but in a future Riders Republic video, was to ride around the map with no commentary and just some calming music. I wanted to do a bar spin. Yeah, I have done a number of events, like career stuff. I found a few more balloons, really not that many, maybe 3 or 4. And I unlocked a few more, I forget the exact term for it, but like the viewpoints. I guess that's what they're called, you know. I'm really liking the slopestyle bike. It's maybe not the most appropriate bike for what I'm doing right now, but I like doing tail whips and bar spins more than anything else. So, yeah, wait. There was a fun trick bike, slopestyle bike event. I think it was this one. Although, yeah, not really sure I can go to the top of that drop-in ramp. I think I rode up it earlier. Oh, and there's a balloon, which I'm not sure how I missed this one, because unless I didn't spawn at this exact same point when I wanted to do this event, but it was a pretty obvious balloon. Would be nice if there was a teleporter up to the top of this. For a second I was wondering how I could set a session marker, but that's not really how this game works. Terrible start. Oh, and before I forget, I wanna turn off the HUD. I turned off the music for copyright reasons and the voice audio because it's just annoying. Yeah, that's much nicer. Wait, I've never done a backflip tail whip. buttons when you're doing more complicated stuff. Like the finger independence doesn't always work. Okay, double backflip tail whip. I have the impression that for the event you don't have a trick bike. But maybe a free ride bike. I assume they're a bit faster than the trick bike. Yeah, I can't do a single backflip tail whips. Tail whips are fine. You would think that backflip tail whips should be not much more difficult. I found some kind of dirt jump park. I haven't done an event at this place yet. But it would be kind of a fun place to just mess around for a bit. I don't know, I didn't input any backflip or front flip, whatever it would be. Of course now you can't see the tricks that I'm doing. Before I try backflip flares, or are they called flare whips? Or yeah, I suppose they would be. I don't know enough about trick terminology. I used to watch a lot of X Games and that kind of stuff, gravity games, when I was in my teens. Specifically every morning before school, there would be usually something on the Extreme Sports channel. Before they were all about combat sports, like martial arts and stuff, which I never really cared about. I think what's messing me up is the fact that I have to do an input to get across the jumps or the spines, which makes it a bit trickier to also do a backflip. I haven't done the loop yet. I don't know if this is going to be difficult in any way, no. Let's see. Bar spin back. Big transfer, which I did not mean to do. This kinda takes me back to Dave Mirra's freestyle BMX, which is the only game I ever, or maybe the only item in general I ever bought on eBay. Yeah, that was a fun game. I remember I had the demo for a very long time, which just had the warehouse park, was it called warehouse? The Woodward Park. I assume there were more than one Woodward Park, but the wooden indoor one. I want to say Woodward West, but I'm not sure. In hindsight, or by today's standards, probably a pretty terrible game, Dave Mirra. But yeah, I don't know how old it was at the time when I was playing it. I assume it must have been several years old by then, because I was playing it in 2005 or 6. No, earlier than that, 2003 or 2004. I have no idea when that game came out. In those days I was playing that demo and later the full game. And Mafia, the original Mafia. Oh jeez, was that a coyote or a wolf? I had my story game in Mafia and I had my... oh. They aren't friendly, are they? Cougars. Yeah, and I had my cool down, relax game in Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX. Let's go to a snowy point and do some snowboarding, perhaps. Although this doesn't really feel like a prime snowboarding location necessarily. I mentioned it in the recent Isaac, or the most recent Isaac video, and you've likely seen it on the community post I did. Ow. I like that you can recover mid-air. But I will be doing at least one, probably two live streams. There's no real plan yet. But, or no concrete plan, except that I will be doing one stream with Session and Riders Republic, and one stream for Isaac. Not for Isaac, of Isaac. Times and specifics will be announced when I have decided upon them. Probably sometime at night or in the evening for me, which is Central European time. I'm a bit conscious of the fact that I probably shouldn't repeat what I said in the Isaac video I just recorded right before this one, because I don't want to repeat myself too much. But my life is not really interesting enough to always have new stuff to talk about, is the somewhat sad reality. Oh, I thought I would be in the clear. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Trying to be a risk taker. Ooh, that was a bit sketchy. Should I just do an event real quick? Or wait, there was a fun one I did the other day, if I can find it again. Because it was one of those colorful ones, for lack of a better explanation. Was it maybe? Yeah, I think it was this one. So we will switch back to, although, yeah, might as well use the slope style bike. But where was the start? I don't think this was the start of the dirty old bike challenge event. Wait, and I just want to see real quick if you can in fact set a respawn point. Yeah, doesn't seem like you can set a spawn point except by using the heli drops. Okay, that was like a disjointed back whip. Okay, was a bit better. Dare I say I have them mostly down. Let's try a front whip. No. Oh, God. I knew I was nose diving, but I thought I'd still make it. Not sure what happened. Let's backtrack a little bit. Just to do this jump again. How did I miss? It's like everything slowed down a bit and I just was watching myself miss the ramp. Oh, come on. I'm assuming normally use a free ride bike for this track. Course, I don't know what to call it. Okay. Cool. Kind of a fun course. And it's not finished yet, even. I always tend to do spins, and by extension, tail whips and bar spins to the left and never to the right. Big old camp. Left or right, I don't know. Yeah, it's not super fluent yet. Bit of a nosedive. Uh-oh. I changed my mind mid-jump. This is a very fun course, very flowy. 720 whip. I want to do, I don't know if it has a separate name, but like that, whatever that's called. Like a tail whip the opposite way you're spinning. Oh Jesus. Double front whip. Okay, fun. Less fun. Let's switch to, oh, what is this? Photo mode. Radio. What's creative mode? Oh, you can set a session mark. I was just on Reddit and on Google trying to find if you could set a session marker, and according to the one post I checked out, you couldn't. Yeah, now it says retry from session marker. Okay, that's very helpful actually. Let's go down this course again, because there were other paths which I can't guarantee that I will take, but I will try. Uh-oh. Should I try the free ride bike? Yeah, let's wait. No. Switch to the free ride. Set a marker. What the hell was that? It's not ideal that it has to load again every time you teleport to the session marker. Front foot X up. I like X up. And I would like to do X ups and bar spins on the same bike, but you can't because X up is on the free ride bike. And bar spins are on the slopestyle bike. Wait, let's try to do this gap and then land in a manual, maybe, on the second one. Well, wasn't going to look good anyway, even if I made it. How do you do toboggans? No, that's a Superman. Tabletop. Face plants. No, I should have known that's an X-up because I've done plenty of X-ups. Can. Knack. Maybe this isn't a bike you can do toboggans with. The finish is a lie. Big ol' Superman. Oh, ah. Okay, wait. Trick list. Bike. Free ride bike. Okay, you can't do toboggans. Seems the free ride bike has, in my opinion, the worst trick set. Oh, you can do toboggans on the slopestyle bike. Wait. In that case, so what was it? Yeah. Either that or no. L2 and right. Or R2 and no. Okay. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the tricks. Some of them have almost become muscle memory, but that was kind of sketchy. But some of them don't really make sense to me. Because a toboggan left is L2 and the stick to the right. So by my logic, toboggan right would be R2 and stick to the left. But that's not how you do it, because it's both stick to the right, but then L2 or R2 depending on which one. And yeah, it's not even a complaint, just an observation. Okay, but I think that's going to be about it for this video. Just want to see if there's anything at the end of this trail, if it does ever end. Let's send it. straight to flat. Okay, but that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Actually, I wasn't intending to make this a whispered video, but I did an Isaac video just before this, which I always do whispered. And for whatever weird reason, it was kind of difficult to do a soft-spoken voice for this one, which is what I normally would do. Yeah, anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching and for listening. I'm trying not to end up in the river, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.